used. Oh, this is the goat. You can't have that many goats.
LA Knight is one of the most charismatic wrestlers in the modern day of pro wrestling. He's been known for his charismatic look as well as his journey from a small indie wrestling league to a big pro wrestling league. One of the things that most people never knew about LA Knight is he was everywhere doing some stuff that nobody knew about him. He used to be a podcaster or even the host of his own show. But before he was LA Knight, he was Eli Drake during his NWA days, TNA Impact, and other wrestling promotion he was part of. The video you will see is one of those hidden gems and moments where the former Eli Drake is everywhere doing shows and podcasts. So please enjoy every moment as this video will entertain you. Oh, and give me a yeah in the comment section below.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not know, my name is Eli Drake, and my mouth has gotten me in a lot of trouble over the years. I've lost a lot of jobs because of saying maybe the wrong thing. You piece of shit! Ah, you're such an asshole! I'm tired of your shit! What the f*** is the matter with you? My current job, well, they just gave me my own show. Let's start the countdown till I get fired. It's the Eli Drake Show, everybody! Yeah! Welcome to the Eli Drake Show. My name's Eli Drake. I am a 17, how many years? 17 years. I can't even keep track of it anymore. 17-year professional wrestler now at this point. I'm an actor. I'm a stock trader. I've even been a mobile app developer at one point, although I don't know if developing one app counts, but you know what? To me, it counts. It was a lot of hard work. But that aside, I am also a dog lover. That's right. I am a boyfriend, a son, a brother. Yeah, we're naming them all. But when I start hearing second and third hand, oh man, you know, they really didn't like the way you did this, or, you know, you have heat. F*** that. That's high school shit. That's childish shit. Like, be a man. I'm not saying come fight me. Just come talk to me. Say, hey man, I really didn't appreciate the way you did this, and I'll say, you know what? I'm sorry. Or I'll say, well, here's why I said this, Whatever it is, it's only going to make our relationship, both working and personally, better. If you're going to go hide and not say anything, and then I hear it through the grapevine, now we're going to have a huge problem, because now there's just this tension always sitting there. And that's essentially what I've dealt with in a lot of my career. And I'm not, it's not unique to me, I'm sure. That goes on. You know, there were two worms in the last company that I worked for who, you know, look, I'm not saying anything bad about that company. They did great things for me. I got to see the world. Dare I say I was put on the map because of that. So bless up. But at the same time, the two worms that took over in the last year and a half that I was there, the most self-congratulating do-nothings. And not only that, but just mealy-mouthed, just pussies. Afraid to say anything. That's my opinion, and my opinion is protected by the First Amendment. Grunting and wrestling, you're just like, ugh, ugh. And I don't know. It's just very uncomfortable. And that's no knock at anybody. Obviously, you guys are doing what you can. Honestly, I would love to be doing it. So I'm not knocking it on that front. I wish I could be in a ring right now so bad. Dating is a thing again. Here we are. We're sitting at this bar together. We're having a nice casual chit chat. It's just me and you. And the drinks are coming over. They're flowing. I mean, not heavily. Just maybe one or two. We're sipping, nursing it. Just a little witty repartee. Couple laughs. Lots of eye contact. God, so much eye contact. I mean, like dead on your soul. How feelings can stay. Anyway. So, you talk about Stone Cold got fired over the phone by Eric Bischoff. That would be a blessing. I didn't even get that courtesy. And I basically learned I was fired via Twitter. Gaines! I hate the word Gaines, by the way. Especially with a Z. If you spell Gaines with a Z, just leave. I say start today, because if you're going to start something, you never wait till tomorrow. Start right, because that's when you mean it. That's when you're really invested. But here's what I'm saying. Start doing that for 30 days. You don't need any more commitment than that. Can you commit to a month? That's not long. I mean, it feels long this year because I feel like it's been May for the last 3 years. But commit right now that for 30 days you will do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups or crunches, maybe crunches depending on how your back is, and 100 squats. Just your body weight. Just for 30 days. I guarantee your body will change. I guarantee you'll feel better. It's going to hurt for a couple days. I can't lie about that. But once you get through that, trust me, it's going to feel good. That whole saying, no pain, no gain, it's not just a cliche saying. That shit's the truth. I'm telling you. But, so anyway, what brought you on my radar just, I guess, recently and made me be like, all right, I'm going to bring him on the show. You put out a tweet maybe a week ago, and it was hot take. Wrestling today is. Do you remember what it was? Something about like wrestling today.
When you look at, I've been watching a lot of old wrestling lately because there's so much great stuff. When you look at the styles and the way that fans kind of absorb information today versus back then, there's a little more precision that goes into the action and the moves and everything like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Eli Drake, and chances are you're probably not watching this show because, let's be honest, nobody is. And so for everybody who's not watching this show, I give you a hearty go f*** yourself. Welcome to the Eli Drake Show. Welcome to the Eli Drake Show. You know where I'm coming from. I'm coming from Los Angeles. I'm coming from my home. I'm coming here in my office. I gotta tell you that. By the way, I'm gonna keep an and counter for the rest of the show. Every time I say and I will keep track of it. And I've already said it once that I can remember. I got to keep myself accountable. I need to be a professional broadcaster here. I can't be a jabroni in this whole thing. And if I keep saying and buddy, you just can't cut it, okay? So I'm going to hold myself to a higher standard. I'm going to be goddamn professional. So why don't we go ahead and get on to some... There I did. I did it again. I went right to This guy's always saying the dumbest shit. Unfollow. I don't even know why I've been following him this long. And her too. She's dumb. God, she's always been dumb. Get rid of her. Why's your baby look like my grandmother? Unfollow. Oh shit. I got a show to do. Let's go.
All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Yeah. Welcome to the Eli Drake Show. I am your host. I am Eli Live, Drake. We are back again with another episode just for you. Congratulations to the class of 2020. You've made it. A piece of paper with your name on it that guarantees absolutely nothing is now in your possession. The world is at your fingertips. And because of that, you're going to be washing your hands a lot. I always want to keep this show light and entertaining for you. But I also want to keep it real. And it's 8:45 a.m. Wednesday morning now as I'm recording this. And I just got the news about Shad Gaspard. Been just sitting here hoping, imagining this scenario where he might reappear and everything would be fine. And, you know, the worst fears came true and that wasn't the case. And it's crushing in a lot of ways. Like, we weren't the best of friends, but when we were, like, the second we would get around each other, it was like laughing, smiling. It was always a good time, always joking around. I mean, we hung out back in 2012 a little bit more, when I first lived here, 2012, 2013, before I moved away to Florida. And then when I came back, we just, we would see each other here and there at different events and whatnot, but it was always a good time. But I mean, Shad, I don't mean to sound cliche, but this is 100% the absolute truth. He is a rare breed, particularly in the wrestling business. And that goes all the way back to the very first time I ever met him. End of 2008, I was booked to wrestle a dark match just before Monday Night Raw. And it was a tag team match with myself and Gene Snitsky against Crime Time. And everybody in that match was amazing. They were all very generous, very gracious, very giving. But above all, Shad seemed to really kind of pinpoint on me in some way. I don't know if he felt like he saw something or we just vibed or what it was. But I remember before we were going to go out, I put this jacket on and I was thinking about wearing to the ring. And he asked me, he was like, are you going to wear that to the ring? And I was like, well, yeah, I think so. And he was like, well, do you want to get the job or do you want the jacket to get the job? And I'm thinking in my head, well, what's the difference? Either way, if I'm getting the job, I don't care if it's because of the jacket or if it's because of me. But later on, as we got down the road, I understood what he meant. He meant that jacket could get the job, I would be forgotten about, and the jacket would end up on somebody else. You fast forward then to after the match, which went over really well. Again, these guys were super generous. Here I was, essentially a nobody, coming in as a tryout, being able to actually get in offense and all this kind of stuff. And they were very adamant, man, make sure you get yourself over, do your stuff. And it was an amazing experience. I'd say probably one of the big career highlights for me to be in the Verizon Center in D.C., big filled arena, probably 20,000 people, and to be working with these guys. But after the match really was the point where Shad stood out to me. Because as anybody knows who really follows wrestling very closely, if you're extra talent, you don't change in the main talent locker room. But he actually did invite me in there once or twice just to talk over some stuff. But after the match was over, I went back to the extra talent locker room, which was usually like an office or room closet or something like that. And he came back and found me after the match, because after the match I pretty much just started to undress and hung out in the room and just ate some food. And I figured at some point I might go and start to wander around, but anybody who knows me, I'm very quiet around groups that I don't know. If I don't know people, I just kind of stay to myself. And he made it a point to come all the way out of his way to come see me and say, hey man, that was really good out there. I want to advocate for you to get a job. And I think you deserve it. He was like, but you can't stay back here and not talk to anybody. If you do that, you're going to screw yourself. And why did he do that? He had no reason to do that. Who was I to him? Nobody. But that illustrates to me, from everything I've heard from everybody else, everything I've ever experienced with him when I've been with him, from day one, the very first time I ever met him, a very giving, very generous man. And so it sucks to lose somebody like that. It's something I always have remembered. I still remember my career, obviously. This news is just heartbreaking. I don't know. I feel for his family. I really don't know what else to say except I'm gonna miss you. You were a rare gift. You were a rare breed in the wrestling industry. You will be missed. And I mean, at this point, I'm just hoping others will learn from you. Take that generosity that you gave, pass it on. And if I'm honest, in many ways, I aspire to be more like you. I remember the last time I saw you, you were talking about how, save your money, invest in these things so that, you're not beating your body up for, your whole life. And you're right. That's exactly what you need to do. And that's a very smart, intelligent take on this business. And so, again, I don't mean to go on, and I know I'm kind of rambling at this point. I don't know how to wrap my mind around this. Gone too soon, too young. Again, my condolences. My heart goes out to the family. And I guess all I can say is, Shad, I'll miss you. Rest in peace.
Do you have any more snippet video of LA Knight's moments that's being left out from this video? Let me know in the comments section below. And be sure to leave your thoughts on what you think of LA Knight doing his own show. And give me a yeah in the comments section. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Mr. Steve Wrestling, and hit the bell icon for more wrestling content like this one. Don't forget to check out every video from this channel. Until next time, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again in the next one.